Pearson, and did you know that according to Rachel Hajar, medical doctor, in her article, Animal Testing and Medicine, states that animals have been used repeatedly throughout history for biomedical research. Early Greek physicians, scientists such as Aristotle, Erasticus, performed experiments on living animals. In 1937, a pharmaceutical company in the United States of America created a preparation of sulfonamide using diethylene glycol as a solvent and called the preparation elixir sulfonamide, which turned out to be poisonous to humans but not to animals, which resulted in the mass poisoning causing the deaths of hundreds of people. And this had happened many times before. There was a case where when they were barely developing artificial milk for children, they hadn't tested it on animals, and 10,000 babies had died because women who were giving it to their children before birth had, by 1938, due to the disasters, the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act requiring safety testing on drugs animals was passed. Right now, at this very moment, millions of helpless animals are inside of cages waiting to be hurt, tortured, abused, exploited, and tested. My job today is to give you a full, in-depth perspective as to what animal testing is, why animal testing is done, finally, what could put an end to animal testing. So I'm going to talk about what animal testing is. According to the Humane Society International, animal testing consists of types of procedures that are performed on living animals for research into basic biology, diseases, assessing the effectiveness of new medical products, and testing the human health and environment. Safety for consumer and industry products such as cosmetics. All procedures, even those as well as psychological distress and suffering. And animals who are put through procedures that are supposed to be mild suffer immensely. And those procedures actually can cause animal deaths. For example, some animals, such as primates, due to stress and loneliness, portray stereotypical behaviors such as ripping their hair out, banging on cages, and going around in circles. Another example would be rabbits who have things injected into their eyes. And then another example would be during primate testing, what they do is they have a mother monkey, they have her, and they take her away from her child, which causes distress to the baby monkey, and they leave the baby monkey alone with no type of comfort or anything throughout its whole life. It never gets to touch its mother or anything. And these are some examples of how animal testing is done. Why is animal testing done? According to the FDA, United States Food and Drug Administration, animals are used in the testing of drugs, vaccines, and other biological medical devices to determine how much of a drug or biologic is absorbed into the blood, how a medical product is broken down chemically in the body, and so forth. And according to the Humane Society of the United States, cosmetic tests that use animals are to assess the safety of cosmetics and care products such as lipstick, mascara, shampoo are still extremely common in the United States, meaning that animals are tested on just so that we can use products. And the thing is that animal testing is not reliable at all, meaning because our anatomy is way different from animals. We have similar traits, but we're very different, and it's never reliable, and 92% of tests that are conducted are unsuccessful. In the article written by Medical Research Modernization Committee, they said that animal testing was an unfound method to investigate human disease, that billions of dollars are wasted, and if people spend more money to find other ways of testing, it would actually work and it would actually be successful. because we depend on animal testing when it's not reliable at all. We can't predict the actual outcomes of animal testing. How could we put an end to animal testing? According to PETA, the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals states that you can sign petitions online that would only take you a few seconds, 20 seconds. There's so many petitions for animals. It's only going to take a few seconds of your time. According to the American Anti-Vivisection Society, the science and medical world is starting to use CAT scans and MRIs to find new forms of surgical procedures instead of using animals, meaning that the way we actually find problems with our bodies within ourselves is through MRIs, CAT scans, brain scans, all that, which means we actually don't need animals. So today I talked about what animal testing is, why animal testing is done, and finally what could help put an end to animal testing. Animal testing consists of cruel exploitation towards animals who are helpless and tormented on a daily basis. We cannot turn a blind eye to the situation, but we must rather help those who cannot help themselves. Thank you.